Hi, I'm Paul Drew from the studio Guitarist, and here is my review of the differences between the Two Notes Torpedo Studio and the Universal Audio Oxbox. Now, first of all, let's start off with some examples. So I'm going to go through a couple of different sounds by using two different amps. So I'm using a divided by 13 JRT 915, and I'm using a Dr. Z Maz 38 watt senior with reverb. And what we're going to do is plug both amps into the Two Notes Torpedo Studio and both amps into the Oxbox and see which sounds better. So enough of me talking, let's do some playing, and I'm going to plug both amps in to both of these units and swap them over so we can hear the differences. But let's have a quick look at the GUIs that come with this unit and work out the differences on how we control them on the computer. So first of all, if you have a look at the Oxbox here, we've got a few different things on it. We can choose between 50 watt and 100 watt and two different mics and a room mic. Now, the difference between the Oxbox and the Two Notes Torpedo Studio is the Oxbox, you've only got one cabinet, but you've got two mics on the one cabinet. Now the Torpedo has two different spaces. You can have two separate cabs. The Oxbox has effects with it. Now the Two Notes Torpedo Studio does have effects. It has reverb, compression and exciter and EQ. The reverb is quite basic and it's more done from a room point of view. Now the Oxbox has EQ, compression, delay and reverb, but the reverb that comes with the Oxbox is the same plate reverb that comes off the UAD interfaces. Okay, so here's the divided by 13 JRT going into the UA Oxbox. And here's the Dr. Z Maz 38 going into the Two Notes Torpedo. And here is the Maz 38 going into the UA aux box. And finally, here is the divided by 13 JRT going into the Two Notes Torpedo Studio. So all of those parts were recorded using the same guitar and the same pedals, obviously changing between the different amps. Now the pedals I was using was an exotic compressor and a Thorpe Peacekeeper light overdrive. So we get a similar sort of sound out of it. And all the sounds that we've used, I've tried to match them on the Two Notes and the aux box. So let's see if I can load up both. So with the aux box, I'm using the Boutique 2x12, which I guess is a bit like a Dr. Z Best Cab. And on the Two Notes, I'm using, what is that? I'm using the Free Rock 2. So I guess it's a bit like the Two Rock Cab 2x12. Now the microphones we're using are the same as well. So I'm using the Ribbon 160 and a Dynamic 421 on the aux box, and a Ribbon 160 and a 421 on the Two Notes as well. So we get a similar sort of sound from it. I would like to say that the response of both of these units are pretty much exactly the same as playing through a speaker cab. Obviously I'm using Class A amps here, so they're quite fast, they feel quite fast in the attack, and I'm really getting that from plugging into both of these units. So hopefully you can have a quick listen and decide which is your favourite. Me personally, I'm going to keep both of them. I think they're both fantastic, and I think it's good also in the studio to use different, I use different guitars and different cabinets all the time, so why not use different load boxes as well. I'm going to get a slightly different sound from the Two Notes as I will from the aux box, so I'm definitely going to keep both. Anyway, I hope that's helped. I'm Paul, the studio guitarist, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.